Yeah, oh look, even our cat likes
Babo
it.
likes
I don't know
it
if you
too.
can see that.
Okay, she really likes it actually.
Yeah, alright, come on, get out.
Alright,
Alright, well, we got the cat approval.
What's up, guys? Welcome to 1010 Talk. My name is Adam, and this is...
Hey, I'm Aista.
And today we are talking about a watch that is dropping today. Link in the description. This is the new titanium dive watch from Spinnaker. So before we get into all the specs and all the goodies of this watch, we're gonna have Aista give her opinion on this. And you're not a huge fan of Seiko's, and this is a dive watch, so I'm a little worried about how this review is gonna go. But let's get into it.
So yeah, right off the bat, I would say it definitely looks very reminiscent of like a Seiko or any other type of dive watch. One thing I actually surprisingly do really like about this is that it looks like, I don't know how to explain, like deep, like the numbers. I don't know. There feels like a lot of depth when you look at the watch. I kind of like that.
I think the slightly domed crystal, the way it sort of reflects light, makes it seem like the dial deep into the case, which is pretty cool. I actually didn't really notice that much, but like when I'm looking at it right now, it's pretty cool. Yeah,
I always have to test the bezel on any dive watch because that's my favorite part.
So if you'll notice, it actually feels super light because this watch is completely made out of titanium. Even the way the bezel turns.
Yeah, it's like,
it feels thinner, like it actually feels thinner.
It's super
which some people might not like because they might like something that feels a little bit like clunkier and heavier. But it is all titanium construction, so it does have that light feel with the bezel plate, and it is very light in the hand as well.
But I actually really like the strap.
Yeah, I was.
What is this,
really,
nylon?
It's a Cordura strap with a line I can't remember what they call it, but like a special waterproof lining on the underside.
I really actually like the strap a lot.
Yep.
That's something that it's just something I haven't really seen before, and I like the little orange accent on it. The
quality of it is actually very impressive as well. And what I really like too, the actual holes here are reinforced.
I was gonna say, I also like this too.
So that you're not gonna get the typical fraying that you would on, you know, some other type of Cordura strap or some kind of leather strap or anything. So it's reinforced so it'll last a lot longer. And obviously when you're diving and you're in the water, you know, playing in the water, just even in the swimming pool, that'll kind of kill the life of the strap. But with those reinforced holes, it'll definitely last longer.
It's also waterproof up to 200 meters, and I have realized now that 200 meters is actually a lot. I didn't realize that was 660 feet. So now I know.
The liner is actually called Lorica. So it's a Cordura strap with a Lorica liner. Lorica. I've never heard that word in my life before, but it sounds cool. And it's super lightweight, durable.
It's a water-resistant leather.
Yes. What do you think about the finishing of the matte, of the titanium as a matte gray rather than sort of of the case, rather than
I like matte.
Polished?
I prefer matte most of the time, or whenever it's like if it's black matte or anything matte, I think is...
It's a little more under the radar and not as flashy.
And it has my glass case back that I like.
Alright guys, so I will tell you that I am very impressed with this watch. I think the retail is something like just over $500, and the actual pre-sale, if you click on the description below, is something like $395 or something. I can't remember off the top of my head. But let's get into some really quick specs on this watch. It is 43 millimeters. It is grade 5 titanium, which is really great. Quite a while ago, we had an episode where we talked about the grades of titanium. There's grade 2, 3, I think, and goes from 2 to 5 or something like that. And there are some surprisingly luxurious brands that don't use grade 5 titanium. So it's pretty awesome that a micro brand is using grade 5 titanium in a watch at this price point. And equally as impressive is the fact that it also has a sapphire crystal rather than just some type of mineral crystal. Really, really like the applied indices with Super Luminova, and it's actually really cool the way I'm tilting it to myself right now. I have these lights blasting in my face, but if I tilt it, I can actually see the lume lighting up in this well-lit room. So the lume is fantastic. The indices are very reminiscent of sort of older 60s and 70s Seikos, but Spinnaker does a great job with creating a unique design for a dive watch in an homage-filled dive watch micro-brand world. Of course, it has a screw-down crown. It uses an 8215 Miyota movement. Really happy about that. 21 joule automatic movement. It weighs 95 grams, 200 meter water resistant, as I mentioned. Really awesome hand-stitched Cordura strap, which, guys, I'm really actually impressed with the quality. I'm not just saying that. I'm really impressed with the quality of this strap. It feels nice and thick, it feels robust, and it feels like it'll go the distance. 22 millimeter lug width. One of the things that I have to say right off the bat is the fact that even though this is a 43 millimeter watch, it wears more like a 41.5, maybe a 42 millimeter max watch. And I think the biggest reason for that is because it is on a strap rather than a bracelet. One of the things that I did forget to mention too, which is really great when you consider the grade 5 titanium and the sapphire crystal, it also has a matte ceramic bezel. So you usually only find ceramic bezels in watches that cost 2, 3, 10 times the price of this. Of course, most notably in like the ceramic Submariner, Rolex, the Omega Seamaster, and some other watches that are amazing value props like Oris for about $1,000, $1,500, some Christopher Wards as well. But I think Spinnaker does a great job of sort of pushing themselves into that realm of bang per buck value propositions with the grade 5 titanium, sapphire crystal, and ceramic bezel. Overall, I think this is an excellent bargain. I think this is a great sort of compromise if you're looking at something like, for example, a Tudor Pelagos or some other type of titanium watch that you've had your eye on, but your wallet just can't swing that budget right now. This is definitely a great value prop for someone who's looking for a quality dive watch that will not break the bank. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments about this piece. Follow me on Instagram at @1010_Tock and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys in the next episode.